Have you ever wondered how Buddhism conquered China?
Today, we'll explore the fascinating journey of how Buddhism spread across China and became one of the most influential religions in the country. It's a story that spans over 1,000 years, filled with challenges, cultural exchanges, and eventual acceptance. Let's dive into how Buddhism conquered China, not through wars, but through ideas, people, and transformations.
Buddhism began in Nepal around 2,500 years ago, founded by Siddhartha Gautama, known as the Buddha. He taught that life is filled with suffering, but there is a way out, through understanding, meditation, and living a life of compassion and wisdom. The teachings of the Buddha spread across Asia, and by the 1st century CE, they reached China. At first, the Chinese were skeptical. China already had its own spiritual traditions, such as Confucianism, which focused on social order, and Taoism,
which emphasized harmony with nature. But Buddhism had something different to offer. It focused on personal enlightenment and the end of suffering. Buddhism entered China through the Silk Road, the ancient trade routes that connected the East and West. Traders, monks, and missionaries brought Buddhist texts and teachings along with silk, spices, and other goods.
The first few centuries weren't easy for Buddhism in China. Many Chinese officials and scholars didn't understand it, and thought it was a foreign religion that didn't belong. Some even saw it as a threat to traditional Chinese values. However, despite resistance, Buddhism started to find followers, especially among the common people. The appeal of Buddhism's message, that anyone could achieve enlightenment, regardless of social status, resonated with many.
The Tang Dynasty, Buddhism's golden age. By the time of the Tang Dynasty 618 to 907 CE, Buddhism was beginning to take root. During this period, emperors and high-ranking officials began to support Buddhism, seeing it as a way to promote peace, order, and morality.
One famous emperor, Emperor Taizong, invited Buddhist monks to the court and supported the translation of Buddhist texts into Chinese. This made the teachings of the Buddha more accessible to the people. During the Tang Dynasty, thousands of Buddhist temples were built, and many Chinese monks traveled to India to study and bring back important Buddhist scriptures. Over time, Buddhism began to blend with Chinese culture. It wasn't just adopted, it was transformed. Buddhist ideas were combined with elements of Confucianism and Taoism, creating a unique form of Chinese Buddhism. The idea of following a balanced life. This helped Buddhism fit into Chinese thought and made it more relatable. Even during its golden age, Buddhism faced challenges. In the 9th century, during the reign of Emperor Wuzong, there was a massive anti-Buddhist campaign. Temples were destroyed, monks were forced to return to normal life, and Buddhism was severely weakened. However, Buddhism didn't disappear. It adapted and continued to thrive in China in different forms. By the time of the Song Dynasty, 960 to 1279 CE, it was once again widely practiced and respected. Buddhism's ability to adapt, connect with people's needs, and merge with existing traditions helped it conquer China, not through force, but through the power of ideas and spiritual wisdom. Today, Buddhism remains one of the major religions in China, with millions of followers. Though it has faced many ups and downs over the centuries, its influence is still felt in Chinese culture, art, philosophy, and daily life. Buddhism's journey to China is a remarkable story of cultural exchange and transformation. From humble beginnings on the Silk Road to becoming a major force in Chinese life, Buddhism has had a profound impact on the country's history and identity. Today, it's a religion that continues to guide millions in their quest for peace, wisdom, and enlightenment. And that's how Buddhism conquered China, through the peaceful spread of teachings that touched the hearts and minds of the people. Please like, share, and subscribe my YouTube channel for more updates.